Yo, ladies and gentlemen, we got baby daddy Shawty Lo on the phone right now. Shawty Lo, what's good, man?
What's happening? Good morning.
Shawty Lo, I haven't heard much music from you lately because I see you busy making, how many? You got 1,000 babies, right?
No, I think 3,000.
Yo, so on the music side, let's address that real quick. Are you still signed to G Unit?
Yeah, I'm signed to G Unit. We got a 50-50 partnership, me and 50.
Got it. All right.
That's dope. That's dope.
So there will be some music on the way.
Oh yeah, music on the way. My new mixtape drop this February coming up. It's On the Man Part 4, hosted by DJ Scream.
Right.
And I'm glad to hear that because the amount of money that you must be paying out on a monthly basis with 10 baby mamas and 11 children. How is that working out for your bank account?
Well, before I had a bank account, man, before Shawty Lo, all my kids come before I was a rapper, I ain't had no child since 2002. I've been in Shawty Lo since around 2006.
So you had these children before you started getting into the music.
Yeah, period. I wasn't even thinking about being a rapper, you know what I'm saying? I like to brag about my life, man, coming up was so hard for me. You know what I'm saying? I was raised bankhead here, my project Bones home, and my mama was on drugs, my dad was elsewhere. My grandma raised me. She died from cancer when I was 17. And I don't like to brag about my lifestyle, but I came to be one of the largest drug dealers on bankhead during my time.
All right.
And that's how, a lot of women came, at the age of 21. That's when I seen my first million, and there was so much was going on at the time. I didn't have no guidance. I had no father figure. It just I was out there.
Yeah.
And, and that's how it happened.
Well, it's a good thing that you recognize that now with all of your baby mamas. Do they all get along? I could imagine that may be somewhat of a mind exercise for you.
Yeah, they all get along. It's just one baby mama I just don't get along with. She the one I have the 2 kids by. But, like say for holidays, everything, kids and their mamas, they all be here with me. So it'd be no problem.
Wow, that's insane.
Now,
that's insane.
I have been, I think, put on record when the word about this show coming out on the network. It is happening or it's not happening. We were told you can't really talk about it.
Yeah, I can't really talk about the show, man. But I can't talk about my family or whatever I got going on in the entertainment business. But a lot of people, I've been hearing a lot of people like saying talking about me and the kids, whatever. But like I say, it's a lot of fathers don't take care of one, man. I take care of them. I'm hands on with my kids. Before people were even talking about a show, before a show or after a show, they can check my Instagram, man. I'm hands on with my kids.
See, and that was my point because I heard about this program happening, and whether it's happening or not, there's a petition going around on the internet where people are signing up to protest this show happening. But there's a piece of me, as ghetto as this show might be, as glamorizing it might be to a negative stereotype with black people, there's a piece of me that's actually very happy to see a man stepping up no matter what the circumstances are and taking care of his children, because you're not only putting food on the table for these women and the children by doing this show, but it seems like you said, you're very hands-on and this is your family.
Yeah, it's my family. But, like I said, before the show, after the show, I really can't talk about no show, but, like I say, I'm hands-on with my family, man. Everybody know it. And people be out here in Atlanta, man. It be like that since, I ain't gonna say like that since day one, because, I ain't have no father figure. I thought it was just like giving girls some money to take care of the kids, and that's what I thought it was, but as time went by, man, it's more than just giving the baby mom the money to take care of the kids. The kids need time. They need their father in their life.
Yeah.
And that's what I was lacking. And it feels good just to see them smile, man, and be with their dad.
K.Foxx, you feel me, though? You
No.
hear this man. Cipha, you hear this man.
Yeah,
Cipha, you
I
didn't
feel
have
you.
your dad around.
My father passed away when I was young, man. I didn't have a father figure in my life, and for you to be on it like that is impressive.
I didn't have a father growing up as well, but I have a question for Shawty Lo. If he's really into his kids and their welfare being, can you name all of your kids in under 30 seconds? What's their
Yeah, I
names?
can name all my kids. From the oldest to the youngest, Quandarius, Tatiana, Brittany, Kiki, Lil Carlos, Shaquela, Sakaria, Asia, India, Alexis, and Janila.
Yo, give this man a round of applause. Now, quickly, on the heels of that, can you name all the baby mamas?
Yes, I can.
He had to think about it, though.
Yeah,
All right,
what
the baby mamas' names?
Tracy, Danielle, Shawan, Tamara, Angela, Serena, Pebbles, Amanda, and Ikria.
Is he missing one?
I
Or
think you left
You're
one out.
missing one.
I'm missing one.
Yo, Shawty Lo, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I was close.
Yo, listen, let me tell you something.
You know what?
She's going to call you up like, how you forget about me?
Yo, I don't care what anybody says, yo. You made your mistakes as a young man. You was a hustler in the street. You know, it's negative stereotypes that we all deal with in the hood. But you stepping up as a man, I gotta commend you, man. I gotta commend you. You stepping up, you taking responsibility, and that's all we can socially ask for sometimes.
I appreciate it, homie. You know, I'm working hard, man. You know, if people want to see what's going on with me and my family, man, you know, they can check me out on the social networks, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at That's Shawty Lo, THATSSHAWTYLO.
That's Shawty Lo, ladies and gentlemen.
Shawty Lo.